to the pavement, getting to it, little baby. Yeah, I'm all about my business.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy King Say So, and I'm back with another story time, man. It's a crazy one, man. For real, it's crazy. It's sad. I don't want to put it in no subject. Just you got the story from point A to point B to point C, high it went down. But make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure I check out the description box, follow my other channel. Remember, I am doing a giveaway. In order to enter this giveaway, you must follow this channel, my second channel, and my podcast channel. Riich on me. The links are in the description. Then deem me prove that you followed all three, and then when the channels I just mentioned hit 2K, I'm picking 2 to 5 people to get something way too. And also, if you've been paying attention, most of my story times are kind of lined up, but this one goes to a one that you probably gonna have to search for. It's titled "I Wasn't the Father." So go watch that one, then you watch this one, and then you'll be basically caught up. So if you watched it, for the ones that watched it, mind you, I had moved in with the girl I was currently with at that time, but this is before I found out the baby wasn't mine. So I'm working the UPS seasonal job, driver helper. If you know what that is, you know what it is. I'm working that job. So mind you, I didn't have a phone. And you ever notice how something like you can see something or hear something, or the little things don't mean that much until it's really necessary for you to pay attention to it. Like this, how it happened. So mind you, I didn't have a phone. So the only phone I had was my current girlfriend's phone. So every time I take the phone to work, for her to contact me, for me to contact her, tell her I'm on my way, or just talk on lunch or something, I use her phone to call the house phone. So, how did it go? All right, look, I got the phone. I'm using it every now and then, but I always seen this name in the phone. I just never paid attention to it for some reason. But I know for sure I seen it, but it was a girl's name, and that's how you know females be sneaky. They be putting people's name up on different people's names. Cause look, I'm gonna tell you how it happened. I'm working the job. Everything's cool. Everything's going court. Everything's going good. Then, one day, it's me, my girlfriend. We go take her mom something to eat. Take her mom, cause her mom had a job. So me and her we go drop off something to her mom's Go drop some food to her mom's job. So I don't get out. I let my girlfriend. She go in. She tell me. Oh, when she come back out, she like, oh, it's a guy in there. He was on me. He was trying to flirt. My mom said he liked me. Whoop. Go see what he look like. So I go there. I look at him. I'm mad dog. Whatever. Like square, bruh. Square. Only thing he got over me is a job. I didn't have a job at the time. I had the little seasonal job, but that's seasonal. That's guaranteed going to be over in 2 months or whatever. So I laugh at him. I go back and call like, man, he is square. He like none of that. Like me and her, both laughing about it. Both it's jokes. Everything's joke. Like he look like this. He look like that. I can't believe it. And okay, so time passed. Like a month or two, and then one day I remember, we go do what we do. We do it with, even though we wasn't grown, but we go do what people do. But in the midst of doing it, I can feel like the vibe is off, like completely off. So I stopped. Like I just stopped. Like we got to talking with the. Next thing I know, I went to sleep, and for some reason, I just woke up. And I just heard click 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 click. Like this is the BlackBerry one, the fat one, the one you gotta press. When you press it, that's how you press the letters and everything. So that's all I hear, click 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 click. Like, and that's all I'm hearing. So I went out with my eyes. Mind you, I'm in the bed with her. She's laying down, cover completely over, but I see the light from the phone, and I just click, click, click. That's all I hear, click, click. So I snatched the phone. Like I know damn well it's like it's the middle of the night. It's like 3, 4, 5, whatever. So I'm like, I know damn well you're not right here texting somebody on the phone. Like, she like, so I'm like, let me see the phone. She like, no. So I grabbed the phone. So when I grabbed the phone, I looked at it, but I'm still in the midst of talking, still in the midst of arguing. But I looked at the phone and I seen the name, and it's like that name. I remember seeing that a bunch of times when I was using the phone to contact you. So come to find out, when I like the next day when I actually get the phone, it's her and the dude texting, the same dude that she just made me go in her mom's job to go look at it and say like he was square, he was nothing. But she swearing up and down. Oh, I was talking to my sister's boyfriend. Why are you texting him at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? Like that didn't make no sense. So for some reason, well, not even some reason, me and her, after that night, we was not talking. Like, we would lay together, wake up in the morning, like, walk past each other, like, nothing. I'm living in her mama house, not talking to each other. So, I just got the feeling like in my soul, like it was one night. Well, before even that night, it was one day. Like, I asked her, like, do you like him or something? Like, do you like him? And she couldn't answer the question. Like, she couldn't answer with a straight face. She hesitated for a moment, and it's like, yeah, okay, I see what's going on. So I'm still living there. I'm still just days going by. We just not talking. So one night, I just feel it in my soul. Like I'm a Gemini. For some reason, we can feel when something's about to happen sometimes. So I feel it in my soul. And before I even go talk to her, I call my cousin like, hey, bro, I got a good feeling me and my girl about to break up. I'm gonna need somewhere to stay. Can I come stay with y'all? I got a feeling this is it. So I hang up the phone. I go in the house. She's like, I can't do this no more. I've been sad. Woo. And mind you, remember, if you watched it, the last video I was speaking on, the one that says I wasn't the father. So mind you, when I told her about the baby, about the girl being pregnant, whatever, I did not cheat. Me and her was broke up when I went and had sex with this girl, and come to find out the baby wasn't mine. So therefore, I really didn't cheat. But she used that situation, because mind you, I said a lot of time passed from when I told her to this moment I'm speaking on. It was like at least 3 or 4 years in between. So she's like, oh, but before I even get to the point of her telling me that was her, that she's using that reason, she's basically telling me like she's hurt, she's sad with the whoop. We always was arguing, we ain't talking with the whoop. So it's like basically I didn't even try to fight it. I'm still thinking in my head, like, even though I felt it that it was coming, I'm like, ain't no way. This is my first love. This is the first girl I ever was deeply in love with. So I'm like, ain't no way. Like, like the meme you say, man, ain't no way, man, ain't no effing way, man. So it really happened. So I really packed some stuff up. She took me to my cousin's house. She dipped. That's when it set in, like, damn, it's really over. Like, that ain't never happened. Like, especially like after 10-15 minutes of me sitting there, she didn't come back, she didn't call, text, nothing. So I get to blowing the phone up. I'm blowing the phone up. This when the trust issues really kicked in. Really kicked in. Cause it was like, oh, before I get to, I skipped over one part. After me and her laughed about him being at our mom's job, after me and her laughed about it, it was a point where basically, like, she asked me out of her own mouth, like he sent me a text or whatever, or matter of fact, I don't even remember her telling me how it happened. She just said that he said that he respect the relationship, but if they can be cool, they can be friends. I don't know, for some reason in me, I said yes. So I basically kind of set myself up. But it was like at that moment, I really gave her my complete 100%. Like I always had 10% held to myself. Like you can't trust everybody, but I gave her the whole everything in that moment. I gave her everything. I released it all. So then come find out that then the night I spoke about when she was heard all that clicking, then that day happened. So I kind of skipped over a part. So then that day happened. So so mind you, let's get back to she dropped me off. She she left and all that. I'm blowing the phone up. First day, nothing, like she ain't answering. Second day, I'm blowing, like we talk. I'm blowing the phone up. We talk, and then she said good night. For then 5 minutes later, like I wouldn't feel like, mind you, this is my first love. Like you don't give up on your first love just that easy. So she I'm blowing the phone up, she's not answering. And then yeah, the nigga answered the phone. What? Like I'm like, I gotta have called the wrong phone, bro. Like that's why you can't, when a girl tell you don't worry about this guy, worry about that guy or break up with her, one or the other. Cause the same guy she told me I ain't got nothing to worry about, me and her was just laughing and joking about, same guy on the second day of us being broke up, this is who answering her phone. I had my boy, cause this is like it's like a duplex where she was staying at. My boy that stayed next door, I hit him like, hey bro, like you see her with, she like, bro, she gone. I see her hop in the car, she left. She been gone the rest of the night. So therefore she went to this guy's house and stayed with him. And it's like, bruh, how did you go from us being broken up for 2 days to you staying at another dude's house? That don't make no sense. So therefore you had been talking to him while we was together, and you had been talking to him about certain things for y'all to get that comfortable for you to do that. Trust me, when girls do things, they do things off emotion. Boys, we do stuff because if you gonna do it, you gonna do it. That's how men work. But girls, they do things off emotion. So therefore, for you to get this comfortable and spend the night with him, you had to been talking about a lot. You had been really kicking it. So, mind you, as the breakup was going on, I'm still applying pressure. I'm trying to get mine back. So I'm calling, texting, putting up, popping up, all this. So one day I pull up, I get her phone, I go to the text, man, I see all this, I love you, I miss you. After we just broke up. After. So it's like you've been in order for you to be telling this person you love them, you've really going up there kicking it. And I found out this, and this I know, generally we be knowing things before we even really know it. Cause I told her this exact words. I said, I guarantee when you went up to your mama's job, you dropped the food off, he seen you, you left, he told your mama, I like her, I want to talk to her. So when you went up there, she told you, and then y'all start talking. Exactly what happened. Her mama pumped it up like, yeah, he's a good dude. He got a job. You and him always arguing. Y'all ain't got no job. I mean, he ain't got no job to do. She tells me out her own mouth like, yeah, she told him that basically like, my daughter and him going through problems. If you want to take her out, you can take her out. How you gonna volunteer my girlfriend to go on a date with another man, another boy? So as I'm working the little UPS thing, she's going up to her mama job to go kick it with him. Cause when I go to the text message, she like, oh, meet me at our spot. I got a spot at the job too. Yeah, you was big chilling. So that's really when it always starts from your first love. That's really when my trust issues really started. Cause it was like you was going behind my back talking to this guy while I'm going to work. Like typical movie stuff. I'm going to work and you out here cheating. Like crazy. So me and her, like I said, even though we broke up, I was still applying pressure, still putting up, still popping up and all that. So therefore it's like, now that you broke up, she kind of, you know how when y'all broke up, then it's like you don't need the need to lie. It goes down a little bit, because she kept lying about everything, but it was like certain things she'd admit, because I was like, it's once it's like you can't lie about something that's in your face, like she like I bring up, oh, you did this or you said this to him. No, I didn't. It's in your phone right here. You text him this exactly what I just said. Then it'll be all right. Let me admit to it. So that's really how my trust issue started. And then, oh yeah, going back to the first story, that was her reasoning for doing it. Mind you, I said time passed, 4 years passed in between the time I told her about the girl being pregnant from the time me and her broke up. So her excuse was basically like she was still hurt from that, even though years had passed and she still stayed and all that. She was still hurt from that. She was still holding on to that. So therefore, when this moment happened for, I guess, this boy that's on her, that's thinking she cute, want to take her out and all this, she felt that was her moment to hurt me back. Like, she admitted it out, she said out of her own mouth. I was doing, like, because she was doing the most, like telling him she loved him, like he getting mad at her. I'm sorry, baby this, baby that, like real thing that you do when you really in love. So she's supposed, I was doing all that just because I wanted to hurt you how you hurt me. And this, bruh, stupid. Ladies, you could never hurt a man how he hurt you, because you gonna always end up taking the biggest L. Because after that, I ain't gonna go too much into it and give what happened to her. Nothing bad, but she ended up with something she didn't want and wasn't no disease. Look, I'm just saying, she ended up with 2 kids, and they not by me. She was a sucker. Just know that. Cause I ain't finna get cocky on it, boy. I ain't even gonna get cocky on it. But she ended up with 2 with him, not by the king. So therefore, she gonna always miss out on something great. Cause that boy can never amount to me. Never. That's why I always go back to saying money ain't everything. He had a job. I didn't. I'm up. He's a bum. No kiddy, man. No kiddy. Always, like they say, the greatest, one saying I heard before, the grass is never greener on the other side. It's always greener when you water it. You should have stayed down, man. No kiddy. No, real talk. But I ain't gonna get super cocky on it, man. But yeah, that's when my trust issue started, because it's like we was together all this time. I was with her 6 years, 6.5 years. Faithful, loyal, not cheating, not flirting, not, like I told, I didn't even have a phone. This is before Snapchat and Instagram and all. I think only thing back then was probably MySpace, and I wasn't on it because I was with her every single day. I was living with her, so completely faithful, and still is to this day. No kidding. But that moment is when my trust issue started, because it's like you waited 3 years to try to do something when you could have just either broke up with me then, or we could have just had some big arguments. Not you waited till somebody was on you for you to now somebody's on me, so let me use this moment to hurt him back how he hurt me. No, it's stupid. So therefore, and it started from her, and every girl after her that I've ever took serious has always either cheated, played me to the left, thinking I was some sucker taking me for granted, or just brought me to the side for some F-boy. And that's why I say my heart and my mind is not made for this world, because people love toxic and people just not caring. Like, you can have a guy can have 3 or 4, 5 baby mamas, and a girl love him. This guy right here, that's good, that's loyal, that's faithful, either no kid or 1 kid, you don't want to deal with him, because he's not going upside your head, he's not putting his hands on you, he's not cussing you out, he's not making you feel no type of way about other females, none of that. It's all good. And even if you watch, even though I barely watch them, but if you watch the Fresh and Fit podcast, that show them females' mindset is exactly how these females really be. Most of the time, they really think, I guess it's born to be faithful. It's born to have somebody that really there for you, got your back, going to work, motivating you, pushing you, and trying to be great. To them, that's born. That's born. They want somebody that's finna. They gotta worry about who you talking to, if they friend on you, if you got this, if you got that, if you doing this, they like that. They like that. And me, I ain't got time for it, dog. I don't got time for it. But yeah, like I was saying, after her, every girl after her always pull some bull. Always pull some bull. Like, crazy, bruh. I got some more story times about some females, so stay tuned, man. But make sure y'all like and subscribe. I love y'all, man. Catch you on the next one.
Don't get it twisted. I'm really 10 toes to the pavement, getting to it, little baby. Yeah, I'm all about my business.